Our guy Mitch Levy's in the green room. We see him. We're gonna wave to him. Wave back. Wave back. Mitch, that's not a wave. Every Thursday, Mitch Levy from Mitch Unfiltered podcast fame, voted #1 podcast in the Pacific Northwest by the Magnolia Village News. He joins us on Thursdays during the live show, and once the live show is over, the only way to watch or listen to the show is via the Puck's Posse membership. If you go to pucksports.com, sign up there, or if you are a member of the patrons at Mitch Unfiltered. And he joins us right now from parts unknown. Hello, Mitch.
Wait a second. What is the Magnolia Village News? Is that you make something up right there?
No, it's it's a real. It's got to be a real. It's a twice weekly newspaper.
Are you like lying right now?
They love you.
What are you talking about?
Magnolia Village News, Ballard Gazette, the Wallingford Times.
I'm #2, and don't you forget it.
#2.
No, I'm always #2. Don't you forget it. Now listen.
Oh, here we go.
Oh, God.
What's wrong? What are you upset about now?
What kind of setup do you think I have over here?
Huh?
I need to let your listeners behind the curtains of something that you do it's refreshingly annoying every single week. And you don't even know you do it. You have no idea. I'm gonna advise you on something that you do with me that maybe you do with others that you just have no idea how stupid it is every single week.
Hey, that's not nice.
Well, before you say it's not nice, let me tell you what it is.
Okay.
And then you can tell me if it's not nice. What kind of setup do you think what do you think I'm talking into right? What do you think it looks like right here in front of me right now?
No, it's just a computer screen. What do you mean?
Yeah. Computer screen, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so you send the link to me to be on the show. You text it to my phone.
Yeah.
Why do you do that?
I don't know. I do it for everyone.
That's right. It's stupid. If you think you're going to be on a computer screen, what good is it for me to have it on here? What good is it?
You just copy it and then go to your computer. All right.
Yes.
Duly noted.
Can't you just send it in an email like normal people so that I can every week I got to go to the phone, copy the text.
Yeah.
Put it in an email, send it to myself, go to the email, click onto it. It's ridiculous.
I think I got into the habit. I can't remember who it was. There was someone that I would have on that I've had on all the time that used to always do it on their phone.
Okay. Well, that makes
So
sense.
that's that. And I think I just got into the habit of doing it. But listen to me. Listen.
Yeah.
I'm writing on my notepad.
Yes.
Send it in an email.
Well,
I'm going to make it easier for you.
I mean, is this stupid? I mean, is this high maintenance? It's just an extra step that a guy like me doesn't need every Thursday.
In your busy day. You're busy. I mean, you're counting down the minutes, the seconds, so you can go and hit golf balls.
Yeah.
What time's the tee time? 11:45?
The back. I got old man back issues. I played 9 holes with my son yesterday, and I played 18 the day before, and I'm done. I'm finished. Finished for the week. Back
next week.
Tuesday next week. I'll try to play.
Oh, is that your men's game? Tuesday men's game?
No.
You have a regular game?
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah. But I would just say that I don't play much on weekends because I do the podcast, and then Monday, the place where I'm a member is closed. So typically Tuesday comes and I haven't played since like Friday or Thursday the previous week. And a guy like me needs to hone the skills.
Why do they close on Monday? What are they doing?
Would you stop asking questions?
I want to know why. I'd want to know why am I paying the amount of money I'm paying for to close on a Monday? I want to play golf on a Monday.
So that all the employees can play the golf course. They have full reign to play as many holes as they want.
Oh, well, I like that touch. I used to work at a golf course in high school, Fairwood Golf and Country Club. Did you ever play there?
No.
Okay. Well, that's what we would
would you play when the day was closed? When the course was closed?
Well, I'd play other days it was open. I would just sneak on all over the place. I'd play all the time.
The other problem I have with these podcasts, including yours, is they're a little bit and mine too, they're a little bit too self-contained. There needs to be kind of a common thread as you go along. Like, I'm not articulating it well. I don't want to say soap opera, like a continuing theme. It seems like we do these podcasts, then we forget everything that we said and what we did, and then the next week we do it again, and there's nothing that ties them together. I'll give you an example.
Okay. All right.
Did you ever watch Shark Tank?
No.
You weren't a Shark Tank guy.
No, I was not.
My wife, God love her, she loves Shark Tank. She loves Shark Tank to the extent where she finds it like on CNBC, reruns. These guys come, you know what Shark Tank is, right?
Yeah.
Okay. These guys come out from behind the curtain, and she inevitably will say, this is how much my wife loves Shark Tank. She will say, oh, I remember these guys. She remembers all the episodes. She knows the businesses before they even start touting their businesses. But you understand the theory behind Shark Tank, right?
Yes.
The fatal flaw of Shark Tank. This is the analogy of my problem with these podcasts. Is these guys pitch or women pitch. They try to get the Sharks to come aboard, Mark Cuban and all of Mr. Wonderful, all these guys. And everyone, now and again, they all invest in these guys' company, the new company. But we very rarely get updates on how the company does. So then they disappear, and we don't get the punchline. You follow me? So
I know where you're going with this.
So
I just know where you're going. So, and I'll just tell you right, it's too hot. That's why.
Bullshit.
It's too hot. I'm not going to go and get the clam chowder when it's 95 degrees. I'm not going to do it. Can we wait till it gets a little colder before we try it?
You didn't do it because you're lazy and your family and you don't realize weeks get by. I know the way it works when you have kids your age, your kids' age. Weeks go by. It's true. Weeks go by and you're like, God, that week.
I'm telling you, they all fly together. Well, I've signed up. I volunteered to help coach football practice now. That's every night for like 2.5 hours.
What do you know about coaching football?
Nothing. I'm there to hold up the dummy and just like, get your hand down. I'm that guy. I'm get your hand down guy.
I thought the tweet was cute of the kids running laps. I'll give you your props. That's the only reason That's the only reason I'm going to let you off the hook for the Ivers Red Clam Chowder, because you were too busy filming 13-year-old boys running with pads up and down.
Just thinking, to me, it does a hot clam chowder.
No,
just doesn't interest me when it's 90 degrees.
No.
How is that refreshing? Sounds miserable.
It's great. Have a beer. I don't drink a beer, but you have a beer with. I don't know if Ivers even.
Beer.
You can't.
You don't drink beer. What's the last beer you've had?
Oh, I can't.
Oh, you can't. You can't even remember. It's been that long.
It's been that long.
Yeah. You're not much of a drinker, though.
I'm scared to drink.
What do you turn into, like a werewolf? What are you, a gremlin? Like gremlins, they get water on them, and all of a sudden, people are drinking. No one's drinking anymore. I just read a story in the paper about that. No one's drinking anymore. Red clam chowder
with the shrimp from the shrimp cocktail mixed in.
Well, you did. You had someone who tweeted us who went out and it said it was a game changer.
It's a game changer.
All right.
And it's not like an expensive meal. It fills you up, and it's not terribly unhealthy either, because it's the red clam chowder and not the white clam chowder.
Yeah. Well, the shrimp though.
A little bit of cholesterol. You could handle that. You probably.
I think I've been handling cholesterol for many, many years.
Are you on a statin?
No, I'm not on it. Actually, you know what? Surprisingly, cholesterol's good.
Really? What's your number?
Well, I don't know.
What are we talking about? Has this kind of run its course? Are we done now? Like you asked me, I asked you. Let's do something. Together. Is it still going okay? I mean, is the novelty worn off?
I enjoy it. I think the audience enjoys it. I think everybody likes listening. They like listening to you. They love that you're on here.
No, forget me.
I love having you on.
Us. What was Christmas like in the Puckett household?
What was Christmas like?
Give me a
very, very. Why are we talking about Christmas? It's August 14th.
I know. I just want to know. My mom's birthday today. Wish her a happy birthday.
Oh, very wish her.
My mom's birthday, number 91.
91. How, and she's doing okay. Living on her own, or like in one of the places with.
Let's just say she's 91 today.
All right.
Okay.
Well, congratulations.
So
very traditional. My mom's German, so it was a very traditional German Christmas. We eat the same thing every year.
What was that?
It's called schnitzel, which is, do you know what schnitzel is?
Of course.
Yeah. Pounded breaded pork.
Wiener Schnitzel a la Holstein. You know what a la Holstein is?
No.
Yeah, because you go to Germany and all you eat is Wiener Schnitzel, which is the veal, the breaded veal.
Yeah. Yep.
If you get it a la Holstein, an egg on top.
Oh yes, I've had that. Yes, yeah.
Okay,
So we have that Spätzle, which is like a German.
I love Spätzle.
Yeah, a little noodle dish in red cabbage.
Kind of
every year.
Kind of a potato / noodle. Kind of a hybrid. Oh, Spätzle's fan.
Yeah.
Spätzle is underrated. Honey, we got to get some Spätzle in the house.
Every year, and then the same thing. And then you open up one present Christmas Eve, all the rest on Christmas morning.
And how many would you get total? Would you say
presents?
Yeah.
Oh, I was pretty spoiled.
How much?
13-ish.
Were you a video game kid?
Oh yeah, big time. Original Nintendo. Yeah, and that was a big one for me.
Would you get like a game? Would one of the gifts on Christmas be one of the new games in Nintendo?
Yeah, the new game on Nintendo, like Tecmo Bowl, RBI Baseball, Mike Tyson's Punch Out, and then I was big into Star Wars. I'd get all the Star Wars stuff.
I wasn't allowed to have video games.
Why? Really?
Well, my father, this goes back to about 1975, 76. You could probably check me on this.
Yeah, that's when I was born.
Thank you. 1975, 76, somewhere in there. A new thing came out from Sears. Did you have Sears department stores?
Yes, of course.
It was called Pong.
Oh, yes.
You remember Pong?
Yes, absolutely.
It was sold at Sears, and it was this set where you play tennis, essentially. Boop, boop, boop. And I thought this was the greatest thing since sliced bread. And I went to my father and I said, now we didn't celebrate Christmas. We probably ate Spätzle and Wiener Schnitzel, but we didn't celebrate Christmas. We celebrated something called Hanukkah. You wouldn't know anything about that.
Yeah.
And I said one year to him, God, Dad, I want Pong. And he was like, you want what? And I said, I want Pong. And we went to Sears. I remember it in the Twin City Mall in North Palm. We went to Sears 1978 or whenever it came out.
Mm-hmm.
And he looked at it and he said, now listen, this is it. You want Pong, I'll get you Pong, but no more video games. This is it. And something new is liable to come out. This is before Atari, before in television. I don't know if you know in television.
Remember that one.
Okay, Atari came out with all of the games from the arcades. That was the real game changer when Atari came out. But that hadn't come out yet, and it was only Pong. Boop, boop. That's all it was, tennis, Pong. And he said to me, Mitchell, this is it. Don't ask me for the next big thing next year. Either pass on Pong, and we wait for the next thing to come out, or you can have Pong, but that's it. That's it that's the last video game I ever had until I bought one. That was it.
You bought one. What did you buy yourself?
I think I bought a Sega system when I was 35 years old or something.
Yeah. Sega Genesis. Yeah.
Something. I was not allowed to have any. I had to go to Jeff Shepard's house down the street to play Atari.
Jeff had the best snacks too, didn't he?
Well, after Christmas, it's the reason I ask you. After Christmas, I was counting the minutes until he would call and say it was clear now I could come over and play all the games.
So, but your boys have got like all the new Xboxes, right? I just bought my son, and we just got my son an Xbox for his birthday. God, these games are out of control expensive. Jesus. We got him the new college football game with Jimmy the Greek, aka John Mateer, playing quarterback for Oklahoma. And my God, this thing is like $120.
Do we think he's full of shit and he was betting or not? Was that all?
Of course, betting. Of course he was.
So what did he say? It was all an inside joke. He never bet on a game. You think he's lying? You think your former Washington State?
Who cares? He's betting with his buddy.
Anyway,
why does that matter? So
going back to Christmas,
yeah,
you would get the gift like the video game that you would play incessantly. You would think, oh my God, this is the greatest thing. And you'd play it like Mitch and Puck and the KJ-Arents. And then about episode 10 or 11 of playing the game, it was over. The novel.
So you need to get someone new. Oh, you're breaking up. Are you breaking up with me?
No, I'm not breaking up.
Are you breaking up?
I'm asking you if you still look forward to this. I don't know that you do anymore.
I do look forward to it. I can't wait. Can't wait to see your smiling face.
How do I end up? What happened to Brad Adams? How do I end up between Dan Wilson's decision making and hey, what the puck? That's a terrible spot in the order.
Well, hold on. Now, are you watching the game?
Which game?
The Mariners game.
Oh, that's right. I forgot.
It's on at 10 a.m. He is on. We want to do a live look, and I don't know how I can pull up audio on here. I don't think I can do it. He's doing the play-by-play right now. Brad Adam is Aaron Goldsmith today.
Oh, nobody's going to be watching us.
Oh, we have two people are watching.
This explains something that this is going to, not that you need me to tell you how weird I am, but what you just did explains something that I was curious about 30 minutes ago. You just did something.
Which was?
Well, in your opening spiel, which I hate to admit that I kind of watched, I was like one of it said 12 people were watching.
Yeah, I think there was 9, I think.
In your opening spiel, you did something very subtle that I noticed because I noticed these things. You were asking yourself whether Luke Raley is back. You said something about who's going to play instead of the whole spiel that everybody knows. Yep. And then you ask, is Luke Raley even back? And you turned. You turned as if there was somebody back there that was going to tell you whether Luke
here.
And I was wondering, I wonder why he just turned when he asked whether Luke really was back. And now I get it. You were looking at the TV. You have a TV back there.
I have to reposition the TV. It's terrible where it's at. How I have this set up.
I was curious why he looked behind, why he did a full 180 when he asked if Luke Raley is back.
And then I needed to check Twitter because I was like, God, maybe they made the announcement that he's back. I don't know.
You turn around to check Twitter. Twitter would be in front of you.
I know. I did. I checked Twitter and then I looked. I don't know why. I just looked back to say maybe he was in the lineup. I don't know.
It was a subtle look back, but it was fabulous. I mean, it was
it is. There's nothing better than my look backs. How do you feel? You brought up the Mariners. Do you feel bad for Dylan Moore? I can't. I feel bad from this. He's not this bad of a baseball player. He's just not. And every team, like in the beginning, I said this, and you know this, everyone knows, every team needs a Dylan Moore. A guy that plays multiple positions, who is going to give everything, and he can get into these streaks for a couple of weeks where he's red hot offensively. He's just a good overall baseball player. But this year has just been, a disaster for him.
Well,
disaster.
You say
except for the beginning of the season. Except for the beginning of the season.
I was going to correct you. The first month he was on freaking fire, for God's sake.
So I always wonder when something like this happens. Is something going on in his personal life?
No,
I don't know. Is he dealing with something? You don't know this is going to affect the guy how he plays. It could.
Do I feel bad for? That's an interesting question. Do I feel bad for a baseball player, or a basketball player, or a football player that's going through struggles? Yes. If you told me, Mitch,
on a personal level, I feel bad for him because he's not this bad. I understand that he shouldn't be playing anymore. I get that.
What makes me feel bad for a guy like Dylan Moore was the play last night. Not the last play of the game, but you remember the play last night where somebody hit it off the wall and it got by him, and he's running out, he's chasing after the ball that's on its way back to the infield. Can you recall that game?
It was the inside, was the home run. Yeah.
No, it wasn't a home run.
He scored it. Well, it was a little league home run. He scored on the air, the triple, and he scored.
That's right. That's right. He scored on he ended up firing it to
to Naylor threw it.
I'm not sure that it just may have been a bad bounce, but all of us, because we've been conditioned to hate on Dylan Moore, we're watching him run after the ball as the ball's going back towards the infield. And I'm saying to myself, he just looks like an idiot out there. And yet, It may have happened to like whoever the best right field. It might have happened to Aaron Judge exactly the same way. It might have been just a bad carom, a weird carom all. You know those things happen.
Well, sure, but it's like the combination of all of it. Struggling at the plate, but he played it. He was too close to the wall. Better right fielder's going to play it off. But even the game, the one that led to the winning run. Like he was fumbling with the ball in the corner. And first of all, why was he playing so far into center field?
First of all, I saw that tweet. Stop trying to be frickin' Derek Jeter, okay? You're not Derek Jeter.
Hey.
Okay. Second of all, if he was out of position, which I tend to agree that he was, that's not all on him, by the way. There's a coach, there's a whole coaching staff in the dugout that moves guys around that have to make sure that they're people in the field. I mean, I'm not asking them to be little league coaches like you, a disaster in the little league playoffs of Magnolia, whatever, the Magnolia Village Little League playoffs. But I mean, if he's out of position, can somebody call from the hey, move over to the right, move to your left?
It's baseball 101.
Take the double.
At a winning run on first base, everybody knows you protect the lines. That's just common knowledge. He shouldn't have to be told that. Except
for the fact that they had a left-handed. No, they had Matt Brashen. No, it was a right-handed hitter. I mean, it was a right-handed pitcher, left-handed hitter. Yeah. I guess maybe they decided they were going to pitch the guy outside, and they weren't going to be able to pull him, Matt Brash. Maybe Matt Brash threw a bad pitch. I mean, there's probably more that goes into it than just simply he should have been playing the line. But I don't. What do I know? I'm not going to pretend. I'm not.
Yeah, that's what we all do. I have been wanting to ask you this for. I know you probably got to go because usually you tell me.
I don't have to go. I have to. But before you ask this question, we talked a little bit about it on our last show, our last regular Monday show. It's something that Puckett. I'm surprised you haven't. I mean, this is right. Maybe you have.
You and Hot Shot.
Yeah, me and I brought it up to Hot Shot. It's actually kind of funny in a Puckett kind of way when you think about it. I don't know if you've discussed it. You probably haven't. Can I just go back to Ichiro's Saturday night?
Sure.
You watched the whole ceremony?
All of it.
Yeah. You watched the video of all the guys. Ichiro, congratulations. You deserve remember all that? And I brought up, this is an aside. I brought up what the hell, I was going to say the F word. Is Tom Brady doing it? And then everybody reminded me that there was that thing. There was that funny thing where he didn't know who Tom Brady was, and that's why. But I thought Tom Brady was out of place. What I love about that video, the best though, this is a Puckett observation. That's going to make you giggle, unless you've already thought about it. What I love about that video. Do you remember the moment where David Ortiz and Derek Jeter are sitting on the Fox desk and they're congratulating Ichiro on his career and on his day?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so clearly what happened? The Mariners reached out to Fox and they said, hey, could you guys get Jeter and Ortiz the next time you do a Fox thing to look into the camera? We'll include it on our video, right? Something like that.
Mm-hmm.
The other guy on that Fox set is Alex Rodriguez. So when they asked Fox, did they say, listen, could you also do us a favor and not allow Alex in the video? We just want Ortiz and Jeter. I know Alex is going to be sitting there, but could you wait till he leaves to go to the bathroom or something? Because we don't want him in the video because everybody's going to boo if Alex Rodriguez. So how do you ask Fox to get two of the three guys to wish? Am I right about that, or am I wrong?
What are the odds? I didn't even think about that. Now that you've brought that up, and I'm mad at myself that I didn't think of that. What are the odds when they recorded it that he was just off to the side of one of them?
Probably right there.
He's sitting there watching, going, "I played there."
That's right. That's the whole point.
Oh.
Or do you wait? Does the producer, do the people behind the scenes go, listen, we got to do this thing with Ortiz and Jeter. Can somebody, when A-Rod goes to sign autographs out there or goes to the bathroom, we got to
do it real quick.
Real quick.
That seemed like they rushed it like after a post-game show. And they just like, we got to get this. We got to fit it in right now. I bet you anything he was off. He was on set off to the side and had to listen to it. Oh.
Is that not a Puckett observation?
Yeah, that was good. God, I'm mad that I didn't think about that.
What were you going to ask? I'm sorry.
Well, I was going to ask it now, but this is probably be a longer answer for you, but I've been wanting to ask you for a while. But then I think you answered it in one of your tweets a little bit ago. Because you had a tweet, and forgive me, I didn't have it pulled up right away here. Because I was going to ask you, why this business? Why'd you get into it? What led you to wanting to do this business? And then you tweeted out, and you probably know where I'm going with this. You tweeted out on August, you retweeted a post from Kevin Gallagher that the cover of Sports Illustrated titled "The One and Only," and it was Howard Cosell. And you wrote, "This is the single biggest reason why I wanted to be in sports broadcasting."
See, this is kind of serious for this.
I know. But I've always been interested. I've always been interested why you decided to get into this line of work.
It's not very complicated. I wish I had a more complicated, nuanced story, like a smarter, intelligent, articulate story for you, but I don't have it. I grew up in a family where it was all about sports. I have two brothers. My father was very sports inclined, played, fan. My poor mother sat at the dinner table every night and listened to four boys talk about sports, which she doesn't care about. And we did nothing but play sports and talk about sports. We played everything. My brothers are both good athletes, and my dad loved watching sports. That's all we did was watch sports. And when I was growing up in the 1970s, when my dad would put on sports, inevitably Howard Cosell was on. Yeah. He was on everything, whether it was Monday Night Football or whether it was boxing. We were big boxing fans. My dad was a big hated Ali. My dad hated Ali. He was like the only guy who hated Ali. Hated Ali.
Like because he was too cocky?
Yeah, too cocky. He was rooting for George Foreman to knock his out. And my father, I think, went to his grave thinking that fight was fixed. When Foreman got knocked out by Ali because he was so bitter. But anyway, we would watch the Olympic. We loved he loved the Olympics. He loved the boxing Olympic. You remember when Sugar Ray Leonard, 1976. So I heard out as a kid, and so I started imitating him. I would imitate him. I would walk around the house as like a 7-year-old, 8-year-old in the shower. I would be like doing the Monday Night Football open, dun, 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 when Howard would come on. And what I remember most was, and I just mentioned it, was the 1976 Summer Olympics. So this goes before you. You said you were born in what year? 75?
75.
So the 1976, you may be aware, 76 was like the most famous American boxing Olympic year of all time. We had both the Spinks brothers, Leon and Michael Spinks, were on our team. We had Big John Tate was our heavyweight, Sugar Ray Leonard, Howard Davis. We had a team of guys that were good. Cuba was always the standard. Teofilo Stevenson. The Cuban boxers always beat the American boxers' asses all the time leading up to that point. And we finally had a team that we thought we could take Cuba out in the Olympics. And I was sitting with my father, 1976, so I was 9 years old. We were watching ABC, and Sugar Ray Leonard was fighting in the gold medal game, the gold medal bout, 3-rounder against the Cuban fighter, whoever the Cuban fighter was. And Sugar Ray beat his ass. Didn't knock him down, but beat his ass. And Howard was screaming, Howard Cosell. And this literally was the moment I decided I wanted to become a sportscaster. Howard was yelling, Sugar Ray Leonard is teaching the Cuban a boxing lesson. He was screaming into the mic. And I was like, oh my God, that's what I want to be. When I grow up, that's what I want to be.
How old?
76, I was 9.
9 years old.
Howard Cosell was the single biggest reason I wanted to be a sportscaster.
That's good. No, that's good. That was a great answer. That's why I wanted to know. Bruce King was that for me. Bruce King and Keith Jackson.
Well, Keith Jackson, but Bruce.
Bruce King. I love Bruce King.
Oh, rest in peace. And he was a sweetheart of a guy. I knew him a tiny bit, but come on.
No, I loved it because I was always watching Como 4.
The play.
Yeah. I was always watching Como 4, and I couldn't believe that he got to make a living by talking. And that he's just reporting on the sports, giving highlights, but talking about sports and showing highlights.
Right.
Getting to interview Chuck Knox and Don James and all these guys.
Right.
I could not believe he got to make a living doing that. I thought, well, that would be a hell of a way to make a living. And then Keith Jackson, just because, I mean, we all grew up watching Keith Jackson.
Now, do you have 2 minutes? You have 2 extra minutes?
Sure.
All right. So 1983. Am I right about that year? Maybe 82. My father comes home from work, or my father is at home, and he says, Mitchell, come here. I got to show you something. And he points out that the Madison Square Garden. Now, we're in Florida. We don't get the Madison Square Garden. We don't get MSG Network in Florida back in those days. But somehow my father found that the MSG Network in New York was doing what they called a Marv Albert sound-alike contest. He says, Mitchell, you do Marv Albert, don't you? I was like in ninth grade, 10th grade. I said, yeah, Dad. He said, I want you to enter the Marv Albert sound-alike contest. I said, really? He said, yeah. So he had a client who was in the radio business. My father was a lawyer, and he represented a company that owned radio stations. He said, I've set up a recording time, and he takes me into the freaking radio station in West Palm Beach, Florida, and he has me doing Marv Albert on reel-to-reel tape. And then he has it professional, we dump it down to, and we send it off to the Marv Albert sound-alike contest. And I was better than them all. I sounded much more like him than any of the, and they had like 8 finalists, and they put them on the Knicks game. Like at halftime of the Knicks game, they had the finalists on. My father was so pissed I didn't make the finals. And these guys didn't even sound like frickin' Marv Albert.
Yeah.
Guys, some of them. But half of them went to Syracuse. Half of the final, and Marv went to Syracuse.
Yeah.
Half of the finalists were like college kids from Syracuse at the time, and I was a sophomore, freshman in high school. And boy, that stuck in my father's craw for a long time.
Yeah.
That his son, and he's convinced to the day he died, he was convinced the only reason they didn't put my son in the finals was because they had all New York area. They didn't want to fly my guy, my son. They didn't want to spend the money. It was a little sound alike, so they just took all New Yorkers. They took all.
He's probably right.
I got snubbed.
Yeah, you did. You did. You know what? But you recovered, and look at you now. You know how many people? Do you think this week's show will top Taylor Swift's appearance on the Kelsey podcast?
See, I don't know much about that. Tell me.
Really?
What happened?
She went on there, Jason Kelsey and Travis Kelsey's podcast yesterday. They did a live show on YouTube, like an hour and a half. It crashed YouTube. And they are still counting 9 million people.
Really?
9 million and counting.
Is it?
It's just unbelievable.
I don't want to.
Oh,
I don't want to alienate any of your listeners or viewers.
oh, sure.
Is it terrible of me to say that I am far more attracted to the other Kelsey's wife than I am? She is so cute and funny and smart and irreverent and great. When she talks, like if you gave me the choice of going out to dinner with Taylor Swift or I don't even know Kelsey's wife's name. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, of course I do. Yeah. I know who it is. Jason Kelsey's wife.
Yeah,
she's like a former soccer player. Well,
she is great. She's a lot more appealing and attractive than Taylor Swift.
It's like a guy's gal.
Oh,
yeah.
I love her. Whatever her name is, she's great. She starts to talk, I'm listening. I don't give a shit about Taylor Swift.
Well, 9 million people gave a shit.
Huh?
9 million.
And how many people do we have watching this while the Mariners playing?
31. Oh, all right. Mitch Levy.
I used to have 39 listeners, and now late in life, I'm down to 31.
Yeah, well, you're getting better with age, sir. All right.
Red clam chowder by next week's show?
If it's not hot. I'll see you next week.